Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and most mind-boggling side of tech available on the interwebs. I'm your host, Ray McNeil. Coming up in the program today, Governor Cuomo just signed a bill into law that could deal a huge blow to Airbnb's business in New York State. Reebok just introduced Liquid Factory, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a groundbreaking manufacturing innovation that could fundamentally change the process and speed of footwear creation. And in this week's What The, a dad drives his daughter to a bank for a job interview. She robs the place. All that and much more coming up on your weekly tech update next. Hi everyone, Governor Andrew Cuomo has signed a bill into law that could deal a blow to Airbnb's operations in New York State. The bill is a follow-up to a 2010 law that bans rentals of less than 30 days in a multi-unit building if the tenant is not present. That was aimed at cracking down on illegal hotels. The 2016 bill bans the advertising of such rentals, meaning that the host cannot list a full apartment for rent on Airbnb for less than 30-day increments. Hosts caught listing their units will be fined up to $7,500, and that's more than most Airbnb hosts in New York make in an entire year. The bill passed in both houses of the New York State Legislature back in June. The governor signed the bill into law last week. That's according to Airbnb. Reebok is introducing the Liquid Factory. It's a groundbreaking manufacturing innovation that could fundamentally change the process and speed of footwear creation. Footwear manufacturing hasn't dramatically changed over the last 30 years. The Liquid Factory process uses state-of-the-art software and robotics to literally draw shoes in 3 dimensions. The new technique leverages 3D drawing, where a liquid is used to draw shoe components cleanly, precisely, and in 3-dimensional layers. The proprietary layering tech is used to create totally unique footwear without the use of traditional molds. This next generation of footwear manufacturing allows the fitness brand to design and create high-performance athletic shoes faster and more efficiently than ever before. Reebok is releasing the Liquid Speed. It's a limited edition 300-pair production run. Each of the 300 pairs is individually numbered, tagged, and boxed, and they're available right now at Reebok.com and Finishline.com for $189. And in gaming news, there's a lot to keep track of in games, especially first-person shooters. You need to know your location, where your teammates are, your ammo supply, and most importantly, where your enemies are. With all these sights and sounds coming at you, it's pretty easy to miss something, which is where Omniwear comes in. The Arc neckband launched on Kickstarter recently, and it vibrates to let you know where your opponents lurk, ensuring that you don't miss a thing. There are 8 vibration motors placed around it, making 360-degree location tracking possible. If an enemy appears behind you, well, you'll feel a vibration on your back. If they approach from the left or right, well, you get the idea. You'll become more aware of what's happening around you without taking your eyes off the action to look at the mini-map all the time. The Arc is currently compatible only with Counter-Strike and League of Legends, but the company plans to expand that list rapidly. If you don't play either one of those games, new titles will be added before the device's launch in September of next year. But if you're already sure that you need an in-game Spidey sense, you can pre-order the Arc right now on Kickstarter for $150. Nintendo unveiled the new Switch recently. It's a portable home console. After the GameCube, Wii, and Wii U, I'm really not sure if I'm ready for another gaming experiment. I really wish that Nintendo would just put out a powerful machine that can play the games from all the other consoles, as well as some high-res Nintendo titles, like a 4K Zelda, for instance. But it looks like they feel another experiment is a good move. Here's the full promo video.
Nintendo Switch.
The console is faster than the 360, but slower than the Xbox One. For a next-gen console, it's severely underpowered, and looks like Nintendo is again betting on the niche market to make it a success. No word on when you can get your hands on one, but I'll keep you posted. If you've shotgunned and boot-stomped your way through the new Doom campaign, fear not, Bethesda has plenty more demon hunting ready to go for you. The developer released free Update 4 recently, which comes with a nifty arcade mode that means every gun, suit, and rune in the game is unlocked from the start, giving you the best possible edge in the battlefield. The aim is to blitz through the streamlined game in the shortest time possible, avoiding enemy attacks and racking up multipliers. Points are rewarded for butt-kicking your opponents, leading to a final score that you can compare with friends. To check it out, boot up Doom and have fun. Red Dead Redemption was an awesome game that gave you the gameplay of GTA set in the Old West. Gaming fans have wanted a sequel for years, and it looks like we're finally getting what we want. Little to no details exist, but Rockstar released this trailer recently.
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
No idea when we can purchase it, but I'm excited to play the sequel myself. American law enforcement agencies have created a massive facial recognition database. If you're an adult and live in the US, well, you might already be in it. According to the comprehensive report by the Center for Privacy and Technology at Georgetown Law, the law enforcement's database has 117 million adults on file. That's 1 of 2 adults in the US. The report says authorities used driver's license IDs from 26 states to build the database, which includes people who have never committed any type of crime. With no oversight whatsoever, American authorities and the government have been ramping up the use of facial recognition in the country. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, again in the news, recently announced his plans to install cameras in tunnels and on highways to be able to identify terrorists. Earlier this year, the U.S. Government Accountability Office also discovered that the FBI's facial recognition tech has access to 412 million photos of Americans and foreigners alike, even those with no prior criminal records. And in medical news, scientists have successfully turned skin cells into egg cells and use them to create offspring without the use of actual eggs for the first time in history. Just a small percentage of the mouse cells created in the lab led to live births. Researchers reported Monday in Nature that the healthy pups that resulted from these sci-fi pregnancies provide hope that similar techniques might one day aid human reproduction. In theory, techniques like these could allow two biological men to co-parent a child without the use of an egg donor. In hydrogen news, Toyota will start selling fuel cell buses in 2017, with the aim of selling up to 100 of them in the Tokyo area by the 2020 Olympic Games. The company is using a beefed-up version of the fuel system it developed for the Toyota Mira, with 10 high-pressure tanks holding 600 liters of highly compressed H2 that gives it 235 kilowatt hours of power, about 3 times that of a Tesla Model S, meaning it can be used as a power source in the event of disasters. And finally, on this week's What The, when Chelsea Wilson's father took the 24-year-old to a Fort Lauderdale area bank Thursday, he thought that she was going in for a job interview. Once inside, she handed the teller a note that read, quote, "You have exactly 1 minute to give me all your 50s and 100s or I will shoot you. No die packs, no alarms follow these instructions, and no one will get hurt. Act normal." Wilson made off with $300, but was identified by someone who recognized her from the news report. FBI agents found the getaway car, which was registered to her father, at her house Thursday. She said she committed 4 other robberies and used the money to buy groceries. According to authorities, her father told them that he thought that she was going in for a job interview and assumed the money was an advanced payment on that new job. Wilson is in jail awaiting a detention hearing. Her father still thinking, what the? Thanks for watching your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think I should feature on the program, shoot me an email, djraymcneil@gmail.com. And one more thing, this entire episode dedicated to my good friend Pete, who lost his life recently due to pancreatic cancer. He was a sci-fi geek and a tech nut, and this world is an emptier place without him. I'll miss you, my friend. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Good night, world. Your weekly tech update brought to you by Holiday Home Care, Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. It's your turn to relax. Before you get on holiday on the island, contact Holiday Home Care. We can set up your residence or holiday rental, do the shopping for you, provide linen and towels, and make sure it's all ready by the time you get here, giving you more time to enjoy what Phillip Island has to offer. For more information, visit holidayhomecarepi.com or email holidayhomecarepi@gmail.com.